Shall we begin?
Why would a good God allow suffering to exist? Does God really exist?
Let's begin now.
Why did God command the deaths of so many people in the Bible? Why does God remain so hidden?
Let's begin now.
Welcome to The Third Degree. My name is Sule Prince, and I'm here with Dr. Tony Costa. Dr. Costa, the Nation of Islam and the Black Hebrews, what do you feel? Do you feel that they have manipulated the Black community, or were they a benefit to the Black community?
Well, I think that in one respect with the Nation of Islam, because of its view against drugs and vice and so forth, they have helped rid that of the Black communities, but only those who accept them. And so that is noteworthy, but that is noteworthy in generally, if we get all people to stop these vices, it would be a great benefit to society. The issue here with the Nation of Islam and the Black Hebrew Israelite movement is that they just continue to perpetuate the us versus them. They continue to perpetuate the victimization mentality that, in my opinion, is what is keeping most African Americans down. Is that if you identify as a victim, and this is growing right now in the United States, the whole idea of social justice movement and so forth, the critical race theory, which is this continuous feeling of victimization and that you are owed reparations and you deserve this and you deserve that. As long as you live thinking that you're a victim, you're never going to move forward.
Yes.
And this creates anger, it creates resentment, and I think that people like Candace Owens has done a great service to the Black community by arguing that we need to start thinking of ourselves as victims and start thinking of ourselves as victors.
Yes.
Of moving forward and so forth. And so in that respect, I think it is injurious to the Black community to see these groups, because what they do is they stir up this what they see as racial pride, and then you begin to think that yes, we will dominate the whites, and they enslaved us, and we're the people mentioned in Deuteronomy 28 verse 68 being taken over in ships to Egypt, which is America, and so forth. And I think that if you look at some of the leaders of these groups, Louis Farrakhan is reputed to live very well, like a king, drives limos and lives much better than the average member of the Nation of Islam that lives, in some cases, very poor lives. And so it seems that the leaders seem to be really living off the proceeds of the movement, which is one of the things that we see in the cults. And so what the Black community needs is they need to realize that just like all of humanity, they are lost. Mm-hmm. They need redemption. They need salvation. The problem is not race, as we've said many times before. It's not about race, it's about grace. Yes. And it's not about skin, it's about sin. The problem is the depravity of the human heart, yes, which is common to all human beings. And what we need to realize is, until all human beings begin to realize that we are rebels against the holy God, irregardless of our culture, of our ethnicity, we are all in need of redemption. And the truth still remains that God so loved the world, that he gave his one and only Son, that whoever believes in him, doesn't say if only whites believe in him or blacks believe in him or red or yellow, but whosoever believes in him shall not perish, but have everlasting life. And so what we see in the gospel of Jesus Christ is God himself comes to us in the person of Jesus, and he transcends all ethnic boundaries. He transcends all cultural boundaries. And what he does is he creates a new man within himself, a new being, a new person within himself. He tears down the walls of hostility, and he brings this family, the family of God, which is diverse, but it is unified. And the way the Bible shows the end is around the throne of God, we will see people of every nation, every tongue, every tribe, all together in unity, and they will be praising him who sits on the throne and glorifying the Lamb. That is a message that the world needs to hear. And I think that these movements are doing a great disservice. That's why they're so successful in the prison systems. And incidentally, Malcolm X joined the Nation of Islam when he was incarcerated,
Yes.
and heard that message. And so it is a message that brings hatred. I think that Malcolm X in the end had his eyes opened. He saw the inconsistency within the Nation of Islam. And when he went to Mecca to perform the pilgrimage, he had a life-changing experience where he began to realize that humanity really is one large family that is divided by cultural diversity. And there's nothing wrong with this. God is the creator of diversity within unity. God did not create races. There are no races in the world. There's only one race, the human race. And within the unity of that human race, God has created a beautiful tapestry of diverse cultures, diverse tongues. And it's that beauty of that diversity in unity that you see in the book of Revelation at the end, when all of God's people will be gathered around the throne. That's the message that our black brothers and sisters in Adam and in Christ need to hear. And it's the only hope that the only hope of the world is Jesus Christ.
Amen.
And so that's the message that we want to proclaim here. It's not a message of hatred. It's a message of love. It's a message of peace. It's a message of reconciliation. And so this is where our hope lies. It lies in Jesus Christ alone.
Dr. Costa, thank you.
My pleasure.
Thank you for watching this video. If you like what you see, please press the subscribe button right below. And beside that is the bell icon. If you want to receive all of our notifications of everything that we do, press that icon as well. Thank you.